This is Ted Kelly with another Ted's Hospitality Minute. Hey, today we've got a great guest on. His name is Pat Howard Wells. He's the Director of Operations at the Great Driskill Hotel in Austin, Texas. He's going to come on and chat with us a little bit and tell us about all the great things that are going on, not only at the Driskill, but also in Austin. Hey, Pat, how are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much, Ted, for having me. Appreciate it.
Hey, we appreciate you giving us a few minutes of your time, and we actually are interested in learning more about you and your background, and obviously what's going on with the Driskill now that we think things are improving. Obviously, in the hospitality world, we want to learn a lot more about you and your hotel. So tell us a little bit about you and your trek in the hospitality first.
Yeah, I thank you for the question. I have been with Hyatt Hotels for over 13 years. I've been at about 6 different properties through California, Georgia, back to California, now in Texas. I did some task forcing. Yeah, I know, task forcing for a little while, but all in operations. And started my way up as a front desk agent, then went into a corporate management training program with Hyatt, and then all the way through assistant level leadership to now being the director of operations here at the historic Driskill Hotel.
Wow. It sounds like you've seen quite a bit of the country, a little bit.
Yeah, it's been definitely fun, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's one of the great things actually about the hospitality industry is that if you really, want to see the world kind of with the right hotel company, you can really, expand your horizons and go different places and work and live and enjoy the culture for a while and then go on to your next adventure.
Absolutely. More experiences get you more time, more fun. You get to see different things, and those experiences just continue to drive your career as well.
Right. So tell us a little bit about the Driskill. What type of hotel is that?
Yeah, so we're part of the Unbound collection by Hyatt, which is part of our luxury lifestyle hotel. The cool thing about the Driskill, it's the oldest operating hotel in the state of Texas. It was built in 1885 and then opened in 1886. Yeah, a lot of history from there. One of the first telephone calls were in the state of Texas was made in our lobby. We've had a lot, I think almost every governor since the hotel has been built has visited our hotel from the state of Texas. And, it's an amazing hotel, 189 rooms, and really focus on, the history and the luxury of what Texas is. And it's an amazing property.
Wow. Now tell us a little bit about the folks that stay there. Are they business travelers? Are they, kind of just vacationing in Austin, or you getting a good mix of both? Or tell us a little bit about it.
Correct. Yeah, we have definitely a mix of both individuals. We have a good group business that comes in. We also have a lot of great transient and business traveler. We call it BT. Business traveler. Austin is a booming market right now with headquarters like LinkedIn and Facebook coming through, and Apple has a big presence as well. And so the whole city is really kind of infiltrated with that type of traveler. And as companies continue to let their employees continue to travel for work, we're seeing more and more business travelers come into market. And it's a fun time to live in Austin. Our hotel is right downtown, primary center. So it's definitely a fun location for both business travelers and transient guests to visit.
Yeah, that is awesome. So tell me this. So you're getting a bunch of new guests in, and this is all post-COVID. And I'm assuming that now that we're kind of on the downside of COVID, that the guest features that you guys are trying to implement and things that the guests are looking for are probably a little bit different than what they looked for prior to COVID. Are you seeing that at your hotel, or is it pretty much the same?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think, prior to the pandemic, guests had a very, very, continuous view and viewpoint of what their expectations were in a hotel. Come in, sleep in a bed, maybe have food and beverage, and then continue on. Now, I think that their expectations definitely have changed because of the pandemic. A lot of our travelers who traveled during the pandemic, it was when housekeeping services weren't happening every day, when food and beverage outlets were still closed at a lot of the hotels. We've been very fortunate here in Austin to see the pandemic come and go, and our traveler is expecting the same thing. So, not just here at the Driskill, but I think all throughout Austin, the expectation of the customer is different, and the expectation of the customer we have to meet, and we're doing that here at the Driskill. Reopening our room service department, making sure that we offer in-room dining, having a restaurant, and moving forward in that direction. Daily housekeeping service, bringing back turn down service for the traveler. All those are key components of making the expectation of the guest exceed.
Yeah. As the director of operations, what's the hardest part of your job now with all of those new changes coming into play?
That's a good question. I think the hardest part of my job would be to make sure that our staff is all staffed up, right? And we have, we definitely have open positions. So, if you're looking for a job, please let me know, because we definitely have open positions. But it's keeping our team, and we have a really good retention program, and Hyatt does a really good job in taking care of their people and the benefits that we offer. So that's huge. Also, I think a big piece of my job is maintaining the service piece of it, and making sure that when the guest comes and they visit the Driskill, that they want to come back, or they want to tell it to their friends and have their friends also visit us. There's a lot of competition in the market, right? Austin's booming, and hotels are going up left and right, so we have to stay competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. What type of positions are you looking to fill there?
Yeah, we're definitely food and beverage is a big position we want to fill, from servers to food runners, right? So a lot of those positions. Housekeeping is always a good one to try to fill as well. And then we have leadership roles that are always open. The great thing about us being a Hyatt hotel, there's other Hyatts in our market. So you're always welcome to, come work with us, and, with your growth and your ability to transfer, like I did, for 13 years, you can move around in the market and be with the same hotel company and the family, and not have to move state to state, or you can, right? There's a lot of good benefits working for our company that a lot of people take advantage of.
Yeah, talking about moving state to state, that's exactly what you've been doing for a little while, I guess, is moving around, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it comes with its joys, which is great. You get to see different parts of the country, and you also get to see different types of people too, right? Not every guest is the same guest coming into Austin like they come into Napa, California, or Savannah, Georgia,
Right.
two places I've worked.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm a homegrown Savannian. I was born and raised in Savannah, so I know that's also a very interesting hotel market, and lots of tourists hit that town every year as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And Georgia, man, Savannah, they've talked about adding hotel rooms to that market. They have. I mean, I worked back in 2013 to 2015, I think it was,
Right.
and there was only so many hotels. Now that market is just flying. So many rooms.
Yeah. So tell me this. I want to talk about the Driskill. So you get an influx of visitors. Do you see a lot of weekend traffic, I guess? Because during COVID, there was a lot of drive-to destination type stuff, right? Where folks would drive to a local beach or a mountain and kind of hang out because they wanted to get away from being kind of cooped up in the house all week, right? Are you considered like a drive-to weekend spot for folks to kind of get away? And where did they come from? What other parts of Texas are they driving in from?
Yeah, so we do have a really cool, very good drive-in market. Being where we are in Central Texas, we can get the Houston to come up, we can get San Antonio to come down, or excuse me, vice versa, Houston to come down, San Antonio to come up, Dallas to come over, right? I think that's how it is. And those are great drive-in markets for us. Flight is definitely a huge thing. Austin International Airport has definitely grew their flight patterns, so we're seeing more and more people come in, and that's just extending their length of stay. But to answer your question directly, on the weekends, a lot of weekend travelers. UT football is huge right now, and it's going to be even bigger in the next couple of years when we join a new conference. So we're going to see some really good growth on the weekends with that. The Driskill specifically, we're 189 room strong hotel. So, we see a lot of people who want to come and see the historicness of our hotel. We're, walking distance to the capital. So people who really want to come to Austin to see the historic part of Texas, we're it for them. And we have a good luxury component that goes with it. We do see in the middle of the week a lot of group business come in and business travelers, like I was mentioning earlier. So it's a good mix of business that we like to see, and it keeps us on our toes. And it's not that some mundane like a large box hotel who only sees group business. We get to see a little bit of both, which is really fun.
Great. Well, that is awesome, man. So I'm gonna give you one more opportunity to talk about the positions you're trying to fill, and then I'm also going to give you an opportunity to tell folks how to find the Driskill hotels should they ever plan a trip to Austin.
Yeah, so we were always open to take culinary and food and beverage for sure. Housekeepers as well. But if you're looking for a culinary opportunity, this hotel is one of the best that we can provide in our company. We have a really great banquet team that does a lot of good and fun things for our group guests. And then our cafe restaurant in the morning is just really pumping out some amazing food. So if that's something you're looking for, do reach out. You can find me on LinkedIn, or you can go to thedriskill.com as well, and you can find our career page. But, it's a fun hotel. It's a great company to work with. And we're in the middle of Austin, Texas. And it's amazing.
All right. Thanks so much for the time today. This has been another TED Hospitality Minute. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. We will see you next time.